Getting started.
The U.S. Soccer Podcast, presented by Henkel. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
Cleveland fans, quit trying to kick the football when you know Lucy's going to move it. Why would LeBron come back when you've got, the Harden factor? You put Mobley and Allen with LeBron, they're just going to get in each other's way. And then the kicker is the coach who said they were down 3-0 in the series. He said, but analytically, we're winning this thing. Do you really think LeBron James is going to sign up for that?
Weekdays from 4 to 6, ESPN 100.7 The Ticket. We are Toledo's high school sports leader, ESPN 100.7 The Ticket. This is Toledo's home for football, ESPN 100.7 The Ticket. His story. 100.7 WQQO HD2 Sylvania, Toledo, a Cumulus media station. Ohio State football. Training camp report.
This report is brought to you statewide by Safe Lot Auto Glass and Bob's Discount Furniture. One of the key returners is Ohio State starting center Carson Hinsman. He talks about the development of the line as well as quarterback Julian Sand has been noticeable.
So he's going to hang me. So we were looking at like progress pictures. Anyway, I mean, I looked like you picked me up from a shack off the road. Like, I was like 255 pounds, like all skin and bones. I had a gross looking chin strap. My beard isn't much better. But like Jules looked like a little French girl. Like I was like, oh my God, like, you know what I mean? Like, and the way he's developed, not only his body, like is completely different. Like completely different. I mean, that dude can roll now. Like when he's talking in the huddle, the confidence he has when he's being able to like zip that ball, like you can hear it like literally whistle behind your ear. And it gives us confidence to have a quarterback who can go out there and be like, you know, have a little bit of swagger about him. Like I was mentioning on the radio a couple days ago, like not like fake confidence when the noise gets loud and it's a big moment, but like he's got some stuff to him, you know what I mean? And so it's cool to have that kind of confidence, not only from your OC, but from a quarterback that you would love to play for.
We'll have more after this.
Bob's Discount Furniture has the furniture you've waited 250 years for. We've got power reclining sofas as low as $7.99, 5-piece dining sets as low as $3.99, Bobo-pedic mattresses for as low as $2.99, and of course feature-packed bestsellers like my Playday sectional with pop-up sleeper sofa. So stop in or shop mybobs.com to see where America shops for furniture. Oh my Bob! Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hi, this is Paul Keels. This Buckeye season, don't let a broken windshield ruin your game plan. Safe Light Auto Glass makes it easy to get your windshield fixed with their mobile glass shops all over Central Ohio. They can come to you anywhere, giving Buckeye fans more time for game time. OH? Man, I love that. Schedule at SafeLight.com. Safe Light Auto Glass is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
More from Ohio State returning center Carson Hinsman. He says he and his offensive line teammates are motivated about what didn't go well in the last two games of last season.
Yeah, I mean, especially together, you know, obviously coming off what we didn't want to show this last season at the end right there. And I think that just kind of tempers a group. You know what I mean? I've watched a lot of Forge and Fire where they keep tempering the blades and stuff like that. And so it's kind of similar where like we, you know, kind of go into those hot crucible moments, kind of burn off some imperfections, you know, strengthen our grit and stuff like that. And so when we come back right now, we can have those abilities to go and play like those tough games like that and be able to produce.
Season starts September 5th against Ball State. This is Paul Keels on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Upgrading to a smart home? Only Vivint offers a fully integrated smart home system. Every device works together seamlessly. Call Vivint now and get free professional installation, $200 off your initial order, and 0% APR financing for up to 60 months. Plus, you can get 24/7 professional monitoring for as little as $1 a day. Upgrade your home to a Vivint smart home. For your free quote, call
800-853-6497. If you've been in an accident that wasn't your fault, well, your favorite attorney has a message for you. Collision, calamity, catastrophe. If you want money, you need an attorney. You need a bulldog. That's why you got to call the number on your screen now. They'll help you connect to a legal expert. You have questions, they have answers. These bulldogs will make sure people pay. And if you don't get paid, The attorneys don't get paid. Pick up that phone and call now to see what your case could be worth.
800-370-5435.
Find it. Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call Low Cost Airlines. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available.
Call now, toll free, 800-558-5635. Champion, all right, Ohio State Buckeye legend, and so on and so forth. Thank you for being on Black and White again, sir.
Man, I appreciate you guys having me, Dre.
Coach headed to Florida Polytechnic University.
But I think the biggest thing is that I get an opportunity to get back on the sidelines, and levels don't mean much to me. I get the opportunity to coach, and I don't care where I'm doing it or who I'm doing it with. It's just that opportunity to educate kids through the game of basketball and just say, hey, man, I'm born and raised in Toledo. And Toledo will always be my roots. Ohio is someplace that I've truly enjoyed and never ever had a problem with it. Never had a problem being there. And again, that's the city. Toledo is the city that touched me.
Black and White Sports, weekdays from 4 to 6. ESPN 100.7 The Ticket.
Black and White Sports is now.
Trust and believe. It's something totally different. And stop with the Eminem, because Eminem's not one of the best either. And y'all can stop that.
Dre says he's the best on the mic. That's
Dr. Dre is a Fed, and so is Snoop. We covered this. Everybody fool with Dre and Snoop is dead or was locked up. I don't care what Dr. Dre said.
I'm just reporting.
Dr. Dre was wearing women's shoes before it was fashionable to do it as a guy.
Toledo's sports leader, ESPN 100.7 The Ticket.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
Yeah, good day. Thinking better. Thursday. Glass City. What's good? Sports talk. How it should be done. Let's speak. Excuse me. We got a sneak peek all week. We in the street. Now NFL on the league. Mendoza get to start. We about to see what's up the park. Is it next? Do we flex? What's up with all this stress? 5 for 5. What's this? Restraining order. People pissed. Oh, my goodness. Yesterday, we know you missed. What's the word? Glass City, what's happening? Appreciate you being in here. Fastest buck 20 in sports underway. Call it Black and White. We do it 4 to 6. Daily. Except every now and again. You know, it could go off the rails. Josh Burnham, what's up to you, sir? How are you doing today?
Doing just fine.
Good to see you, man. Sorry about yesterday.
Well, just get ready for football because high school starts tomorrow.
Then you got that going on. Yeah. Yep. We're excited. We got some invested interest in that as well. But listen, early news in the afternoon side, it was breaking. I don't know if you want me to come up with something glaring and kind to say, but I won't. James Harden, 3-year extension, just south of $100 million, 97 to be exact. What else are you going to do, I guess, right? Can't wait to ask Andy about that, Josh. Hour 2.
They're bringing them back.
I mean, but we knew, what else were we going to do? And one of the main reasons, if not the literal main reason, no LeBron James. That's what I'm thinking. I'm just saying, LeBron, I'm not playing there. If Harden is on that, nope, I'm not with it. No. Hell no. Can't do nothing but lose.
Well, Cleveland, I hope you're ready for more disappearing acts in the playoffs.
And the disappearing ball last night was also Pete Alonso feeling like, listen, now this is what I'm saying, but look, this is where we get into problems because now today, your gripe nation wants digitalness. Now you want a technological intercession when you want to get the foul ball decided. Nope. We've been going with umpire eyes for 2 centuries.
No.
You see that, Josh? This is your boys. What are you going to say? Because now they want to do that and put the robot in it.
As an Orioles fan, I did watch that game. I saw the whole thing play out, and even as an Orioles fan, but I got to be objective. I'm not really sure if it was a home run or not. It's one of those judgment calls.
And we've been judgment calling for a century and better. Thank you. We have an alert coming in, as you heard. Let's turn that down. Thank goodness it was that. See what we got going here. It'll be popping up shortly. Adam Schefter has something. NFL has fined the Cowboys and Saints Hightower $500,000 each. Okay. Some pocket change for Jerry. Jerry picked the bill up for everybody, Hightower. Don't worry.
Yeah, I mean,
he picked it up for everybody. It's nothing.
$500,000, that's just basically quarters underneath the
That's all it is.
cushions.
Yeah, it's like your house, Josh. That's how you do. That's what that is like to you. A couple nickels, dimes here or there.
Yeah, I mean, brother, can you spare $500,000?
That's all it is. But that was a quick alert. Adam Schefter gave you that. But no, we give you back to the Pete Alonso. Stop it. Stop it. That you're tripping. You can't. No, man.
Stop it.
It was okay. We got the balls and strikes going. No. Because then what was because you'd have to rig up stadiums, ballparks for this sort of technology to be implemented for a very extraneous happening here or there. How often does a foul ball decide the ball game in essence? Because that one did decide it, though, Josh. Had you got that, that's a totally different outcome.
But there's a good chance that knowing my Orioles, our bullpen would have found ways to blow it.
That's true. We think that. But you're playing the Yankees, so you can count on them. They're awfully pooterific. You don't have to worry. Okay, so you got that. But we got that going on. Listen, we'll talk to Impression here shortly. But again, this restraining order, as I'm mentioning this in the wrapping, look, so you got this group that's going to be able to take advantage of this, people. We have a situation where in the larger frame or just in the umbrella sense, we've got NCAA kickoff in about 9 days. NFL cut days get down to roster completeness in 10. What this means is that you could actually have a 1-game scenario into season on NCAA for people who will get cut NFL that will end up under this 5-for-5 Arby's original classic deal where you can go back and jump in college like that, Josh. It's about 30 players, you know what I mean? This would directly kind of affect here due to this ruling, this restraining order, and some more legalities getting into the wake of the NCAA procedural pool. But this could end up being to the tune of hundreds, Josh, by the time it's over.
And right now, somewhere in Ohio, Maurice Clare is thinking, how come did that happen to me when I was going through my ordeal?
Right. Absolutely. 877-909-1007. Where are we at on this? Are you good with this, or does this add to the chicanery that we have just in the space of no longer amateur sports AA? Where are we at? All right, there you go. So there's the show. All right, also, too, make sure you download the app. Do that today, all right? Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, iOS, Android devices, respectively. So you know that we're live in the app, broadcasting live, we should tell you, from the Savvy Television Network. Daily, we do that. So shouts out to our friends who are checking it out around the globe. I was about to say the Glass City, Josh. Globe. No, that's Globe. Globe. You know the Soul Sonic Force, Josh?
Yeah.
They used to say that.
I think
That was
here in
their
Toledo,
chat.
we make glass globes.
There you
Probably
go.
go over at down at the Libby Glass Shop downtown.
That's a good
I
idea.
believe.
I feel like I can see a glass globe. You look into it and you know something about your world.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Also live on Savvy Television, YouTube, and of course, Savvy Television, Facebook. We doing it. All right. So check in with us wherever, however. Thinking Better Thursday. I am Andre of the Savages. I appreciate you. All right. We will come back. It's time to step aside real quick, and we will do it. Get Monty Features involved. Ring the bell. Anthony Butler. All the rest of that. We are brought to you by my good friends at the Bassett Nut Company, formerly Rachel Michaels Gourmet Popcorn. All right. So we will come back again. It is the fastest $1.20 in sports. It's called Black and White Sports, and it is called Really Cool Like You for listening to it. Okay? Don't go anywhere. We're just getting started. Come back. Sit tight.
From the sidelines to the headlines, this is Black and White Sports with the one and only Andre of the Savages on 100.7 The Ticket. ESPN 100.7 right now, traffic.
No unusual slowdowns, no incidents at this time on your Thursday commute. If you're seeing anything or not, you can call or text. That is your Cumulus Toledo right now traffic.
The need for aerospace technicians.
Maybe you want to keep your legs active while you work, or you wish to support your therapy at home, or you just want to build strength, increase your mobility, flexibility, and boost your circulation. Ellipse was made for you. Power-assisted exercise that frees your mind to enjoy your favorite seated activities. Just plug it in, place your feet, select your speed, and relax. Ellipse does all the work for you. Call now.
800-580-6475.
If you've been in an accident that wasn't your fault, well, your favorite attorney has a message for you. Collision, calamity, catastrophe. If you want money, you need an attorney. You need a bulldog. That's why you got to call the number on your screen now. They'll help you connect to a legal expert. You have questions, they have answers. These bulldogs will make sure people pay. And if you don't get paid, the attorneys don't get paid. Pick up that phone and call now to see what your case could be worth.
800-370-5435.
Here's a great way to save money on your prescription medications. If you take Viagra or Cialis, we can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. Call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. We offer 24/7 service and always free delivery and confidential packaging.
Viagra, $2 a pill. $99 minimum order. Call 800-925-5313.
50s, mostly sunny for early tomorrow, increasing clouds, slight chance for an afternoon or evening shower or storm, lower 80s, scattered showers and storms on Saturday, highs in the upper 70s. From the 13 First Alert Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jay Berschbach.
We'll make this quick. It's time to ditch your 5G internet because you deserve better than lag, shared speeds, and throttling. Luckily, there's Rocket. Fast, no hassle, fiber-powered internet. For just $9.99, you can get 600 megs with a 3-year price guarantee. And if you need more speed, 1 gig is only $19.99. No shared speeds, no throttling, no nonsense. Ditch the fixed wireless and get the best internet deal in the galaxy at GetRocketInternet.com.
One moment.
And even better, great deals. So when you're having a great time playing pool with your friends at Miss Q, remember Wednesdays are free pool days when you wear your current Miss Q t-shirt, 21 and over. And on Thursdays, it's Ladies Night. $4 Long Islands and free pool for the ladies, 21 and over. Who says nothing fun happens in the middle of the week? Miss Q, where the fun just gets better. Find us on Reynolds near Glendale and Alexis near Telegraph or online at MissQToledo.com.
Black and White Sports.
If you say you in a gang or a clique and you and your can't put up 10 to 20 racks, fam, y'all running a non-profit organization.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
Hens call up ex-UT star Myers, Emma Finner, Blade. Former University of Toledo baseball standout Chris Myers, Josh, returning to the Glass City, this time as a mud hen.
Yep. Like that.
Yeah. Tigers' 13th round selection in 21 was called up to AAA on Tuesday after playing 65 games with AA Erie this year, where he turns in a 265 average with 61 hits, 7 yards or homers, I'll say. All right. 2 for 4 with a double and an RBI and a run scored against the Iowa Cubs in his debut on Tuesday, Josh. So this is just part of the journey, and it's exciting that the story lines up with me coming back to Toledo and being familiar with the place, Myers said.
Yeah, it should bump up attendance by about a few hundred. Probably most of them Rocket alums.
Absolutely. Let's get in the building. All right, shout out to our man Myers in here. All right, see you. Welcome home, brother. All right, there you go. Black and White Sports, we continue. It's a Thursday. Trying to think a little bit better around here. 877-909-1007, 100.7 FM. That's ESPN here in the Toledo vicinity. I am Andre of the Savages. That was Josh Burnham you were hearing. All right, let's continue it. Hold on. You know what? Let's ring the bell first. You got some stuff?
Oh, yeah, we do.
We ring the bell first. Let's do that. Brought to you by our man, Anthony Butler. And he is the master barber and stylist. Ladies, you can give him a call today, as a matter of fact. 419-407-0880. The incentivizing would be the 5-star Google rating. That's where you can't go wrong. But I'm just thinking you should call my bluff on the whole master barber thing. See if I'm lying. Let's see. And then call us back and make a claim. We may just put a deal in play, Josh. I was thinking about making an offer.
Oh, yeah.
If people are unsatisfied, we might have to pick up a tab. That's how cocky we feel about it and how confident we know we can be in the master barber and stylist. Ladies.
Want to ring the bell? All right. Ding, ding.
We ring the bell on this Thursday. We keep it moving. Anthony Butler brings you this. All right, Josh, what we got going? All right, Tigers. 4-3 fall final heartbreaker to the Pirates. Yeah, that kind of was. I was expecting them to win too yesterday. Now that I'm thinking about it, but I'm not sure what to make of this series. I don't like it, especially with an unreliable Skeens right now. How could we be losing to the Pirates?
Yeah, well, it was lost in walk-off action. Kenley Jensen gave up 2 runs in the 9th inning, holding the 3-2 lead and lost 4-3. So that's how it goes.
Absolutely. Okay, moving on. But we still like it. Tigers in contention. We all know this, so there's excitement there. Then there are these guys, the guards. And they gave us the same. Hold on. Why can I see? Look, it's crazy, Josh. I have a banner on one screen. I have to look at yours. Giants, 1 run, enough to spoil guards. All right. Messick, masterpiece, 1-0. Final. We'll take it. See? Came right off. Andy has to chill out with the guards.
Well,
hate.
we lost 1-0. Messick.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, Garza. Yeah, it was Messick who was pitching a masterpiece, but the Guardians couldn't get enough runs. The Giants got 1 run and won 1-0 yesterday.
But it's not over.
Well, actually, that was yesterday. Today, we won 5-2.
So, see, there you go. You got to tell Andy to stop with the hate. He needs more. There should be more fire and zeal and this energy. You would think he was a Tiger fan. All right, let's go. Finally, and what do we have?
The
Cincinnati?
Redlegs.
What do they do?
Well, yesterday, the Reds won 5-4 as Sal Stewart took the MLRBI lead, but they
have
lost
them again tonight too, don't they?
Well, they played today,
okay, so
but they lost 10-9.
Ooh.
As St.
Damn,
Louis,
that was a hell of a series, though.
Yeah, as St. Louis scored, Cincinnati came into the ninth inning up 5-4, but then they gave up 6 runs in the ninth. That was brutal.
Yeah, that was for bettors too. That's the kind of thing that'll collapse you, make you spaz out and black out, and have to call the 800 number seriously. The Hens, as we were just talking about our guy Myers, but what's happening?
We won again, 2-1 downtown.
Right on. All right, shout out to that. All right, Hens, cool for school. Jewel, okay, there you go. Ring the bell. Brought to you by Anthony Butler, the master barber and stylist. He's in the shop today. He's usually watching it. He has the app downloaded. They play it on the monitors. You can watch us in there. So go to the barbershop. 419-407-0880. All right, Josh, let's go. As we continue on. All right, calls, guests brought to you by the Wake Up Call Line. Let's get impressed in the building. Edge rusher in the spot. Monty Features. Appreciate your patience, brother. How are you today? Good afternoon.
I'm good, bro. How are you?
A little better every day, sir. All right. So what you think, Monty? I guess you could jump back in school here and just go and see if you can make it in the NFL. And should you, in fact, get cut, we have a situation here. NCAA, we have more litigation going on that sort of supersedes the general practices of the NCAA at large. And now people in this 5-for-5 Arby's, classic deal, you can jump back in, especially when we have some guys that are really going to be NFL talent cut, get to jump back in some of these universities. And to that extent, even after the season has begun, like this, there are some of these people that after the first game of the NCAA season, because of not making these 53-man rosters, can then intercede on these college rosters. So a lot of people are probably confused about a bunch, but we essentially have the crux of the matter and the fact that we have this going on here. I don't know your thoughts on this. And I mean, I guess in the framework of everything else that feels lawless, I just wonder, what's the reaction to it, man, that you got this happening?
They can just quick cut. They can just cut the games and stop calling it college football and call it minor league football.
Yes.
That's what it is. It's a farm system. It's minor league football now, and it is not only going to affect the people who jump back into college. It's going to affect college kids who may think they have a scholarship or a chance to make a college football team. And then some guy who's been in the NFL circuit for a while comes and take his spot. Man, I can't see this model. And when I say this model, I'm talking about as current college day football with the NIL, with this ruling and all of that. It's not sustainable, man, because there's no checks and balances. It's just it seems like a free for all. People can just do whatever it is they want. You got a guy that's quarterbacking for 7 years. You got a guy that's he didn't bet the farm on the team, and now he want to come back. It just seems like the whole college landscape is just run amok, man.
And the thing about it is, like you said, it's always really been a farm system. It's now that we have the evidence in trying to turn it fiscally beneficial for everyone who has a piece of it. They really can't do it. And what I'm seeing here and what's becoming clear to me is that it was so chaotic and so corrupt in its current construct, because this is only a reveal of basically what we have had happening. It's been unspoken. It's always just been implied, and a hint at any of these conversations that we're now having in the literal spotlight have like I said, they have been there, but it's the fact that now the conversation is here and really trying to find a way to, in essence, formaically give this some sort of legitimacy, which I don't necessarily know that that's actually the case. It just seems like because we have to discuss it in formats like this, in the news wheel. Again, these are real situations affecting real people, though, that get to enact this. They have, I think, Monty, part of this, and some of this speculation here or the alleged factual content says this may be a one and done of this, no pun, but this year of this ruling will just be in effect this, in this particular calendar. So maybe we don't necessarily have a long stretch of consideration, but I'm not exactly sure how you don't when you start to have the other subsidiary conversation, that is when you start thinking about the actual numbers involved for some of these people, what happens when it actually becomes more advantageous to linger around college as long as possible, just because of your own situation and you doing what's best for your family. When you will get up here, maybe get on a practice squad, likely end up cut, so on and so forth with the NFL prospect, but you're down here. And we got people we will never know their names are looking at $500,000, $1 million and north of this. And this is currently. So what are we doing then? You see what I'm saying? When the situation turns to that, and I'm not really trying to necessarily get in the NFL and the NBA per se.
Hey, but you saying they're saying it's a one and done type deal, but what's going to happen is some kid next year is going to say, "Hey, you let them do it. Now how come I can't do it?" And that's the situation.
Worms, yeah, it shouldn't have been open.
That's the situation that they keep finding themselves in. They make an exception, and then for somebody, and then somebody say, "Well, if you made that exception for him, then you got to make it for me," and then it's a never ending cycle.
Yeah, but and essentially we just keep changing rules on the fly. And since we have that going, there's definitely no end to that. And it's always going to be used selectively for the perpetrator's agenda. Whatever that ends up being, whether it's Sorsby trying to get off his situation to whatever group of, because right now we know that we think, or the record is telling us, there's for sure 30 players or so with this one more season where they basically were in a situation where they have that fifth year because they were you know what I mean, the push out of the forward and the old landscape. So that makes these people eligible, but we also hear that this could end up sort of gravitating and levitating to the hundreds of people that once these people get cut off these teams. You know what I'm saying? Now there's a flux of guys trying to jump back. So
yeah, and it used to be once you considered yourself eligible for the draft, that ended your eligibility.
Your amateur status is done.
Right.
There's no returning to that. Just like when they told young Khalil, they said, "Look, man, if you give up your powers for this damn lady, don't try to get them back. You're gonna live as a mortal man."
Right.
He was like, "You can be hurt like a mortal man." He didn't really get that. He had to find out the hard way. That's the only reason I wish they hadn't gave it back to him, because in life doesn't give it back to you. You can't go back and find the green crystal. You can't get it. You see what I'm saying? And that's what they're telling these people. No, once you turn it in and give up your powers here and you feel like you can go do it and you can make it in the world as a regular man, you want to be that mortal. Is that his mama was standing there talking to him? What, son? What you done found? I am a woman here in Krypton, and we've never saw nothing like that. We know the Earth version of this cannot be satisfactory. You here ready to turn it in? Yep. Men do it all the time. You see, you all think these movies are corny. We refer to this stuff on this show, and they laugh, Monty. They think all the Rocky stuff, all this Christopher Reeves and all of this, you think we joking. There were life lessons that you were supposed to get clingy on, and you missed some of this.
Yes,
y'all here still acting crazy. You see it all the time. Acting the damn. All right, listen, we will come back, though. We got more to do. I'm very upset, y'all. Y'all saw Olivia Miles then tweet the ankle. Now look at what's going on. I don't need this at this time, but there could be. I need to check, Josh. In the break, we need an update before I overstate this, and maybe she'll be playing in the next game. I just don't think she will, and I can't deal with it. We will come back. All right, it's black and white. There's more to do. NFL talk, preseason work tonight. Raiders, Texans, Chargers, Niners, that part, and the Pete Alonso too. Later, we got Andy and all of that, and even the tennis players on the scale up. We like that too. Money moving everywhere. Black and white, just like with us. We got new money. We'll come back with him. Sit tight.
Sports, raw, recalibrated, unfiltered. You're listening to Black and White Sports with Andre of the Savages. ESPN 100.7 right now, traffic.
No unusual slowdowns for this time of your Thursday commute. Port of an accident, the trail at Western. Other than that, we're clear. If you're seeing anything we're not, let us know. That's your Cumulus Toledo right now traffic.
This report is sponsored by Audible. When you start listening to books on Audible, traffic might seem like less of an annoyance and more of an opportunity for another chapter. Audible, stories that speak to you. New members can start listening with a 30-day free trial at audible.com.
Looking for pizza that's anything but ordinary?
Upgrading to a smart home? Only Vivint offers a fully integrated smart home system. Every device works together seamlessly. Call Vivint now and get free professional installation, $200 off your initial order, and 0% APR financing for up to 60 months. Plus, you can get 24/7 professional monitoring for as little as $1 a day. Upgrade your home to a Vivint smart home. For your free quote, call
800-853-6497.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call Low Cost Airlines. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available.
Call now, toll free, 800-558-5635.
Maybe you want to keep your legs active while you work, or you wish to support your therapy at home, or you just want to build strength, increase your mobility, flexibility, and boost your circulation. Ellipse was made for you. Power-assisted exercise that frees your mind to enjoy your favorite seated activities. Just plug it in, place your feet, select your speed, and relax. Ellipse does all the work for you. Call now.
800-580-6475.
Is recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than...
I had the game-winning hit.
Careful, buddy.
Sorry, Dad.
Accidents can steal life's biggest moments. At KNR, we help you move forward and hold on to what matters most. When you're hurt in a car, you call KNR.
It's that time of year for Whitmer football on Q105. Listen to your Whitmer Panthers on Q105 every Friday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Also, listen to the Gridiron 419 podcast on all things Whitmer football. Available on all streaming services. Go Panthers.
We'll make this quick. It's time to ditch your 5G internet because you deserve better than lag, shared speeds, and throttling. Luckily, there's Rocket. Fast, no hassle, fiber-powered internet. For just $9.99, you can get 600 megs with a 3-year price guarantee. And if you need more speed, 1 gig is only $19.99. No shared speeds, no throttling, no nonsense. Ditch the fixed wireless and get the best internet deal in the galaxy at GetRocketInternet.com.
Black and white sports.
A grown-ass man should not ask a friend for a loan. If you have financial issues and financial difficulties, don't ruin a friendship by asking your buddy for a loan, because that's what it's going to do. Every time you put a loan or money in the middle of the friendship, guess who suffers? The friendship. Don't ever ask a friend for a loan.
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
Thinking Better Thursdays, Black and White Sports, 100.7 ESPN here in the Glass City. Southeast Michigan was going on, Exit 11, Finley, Defiance BG, Maumee, Perrysburg, Oregon. We move it forward. All right, 877-909-1007. Also, 1007theticket.com, so you can hear it and do it auditorily online as well. Don't forget, we are live again in the app, Savvy Television Network app. Download that today, immediately, as a matter of fact. Or you can catch us on YouTube, Savvy Television, and Savvy Television Facebook currently. So all of that's happening right now. All right, Monty Features is in here with us. I am Andre of the Savages, Josh Burnham, trying to hold this thing together. All right, let's move forward. Like I said before I left, I'm not excited. Olivia Miles with the ankle tweak, so we checked. Probably missing the game against the Mystics in Washington tomorrow, but then the links will be off until next Monday. So I'm thinking, because I am a doctor, Josh, I'm Dr. Sav, and she will be playing next Monday, I feel.
He just plays one on TV.
That's all it is. And so I'm expecting her to show up next Monday. I forgot who they were at home, though, too, I think. I forgot who they're playing. I didn't look. I'm sorry. I just had it. You would think I would remember that. That's the Exit 11 showing up. Mr. Short-term memory is gone. Thank you, Josh. Well said. I can hear your mind. I know.
Yeah.
Mighty's stupid for that language.
Yeah, the hamster wheel is trying to formulate something in my head.
Yeah. All right. Listen. Okay. How about this though? Impressive. We'll move it from the W. What do you want to do with this 3 years for Harden? 97 million money Cavs. Harden. He's going to be playing again.
The thing is that's the fallout from the LeBron James is exactly what that is. I can't believe that they want to lock themselves into Harden for 3 years. And I mean, not being funny, but they must feel confident in what he brings them, but I don't see it. He gets to control all the trade and all of that kind of stuff. So maybe they know something that I don't know. And I hope it work out for him. But I there's no way I would lock myself into Harden for 3 years.
Man, we are going to have to get in touch with some of these people's representatives. James Harden, Kirk Cousins. You know, how do these people, what is going on, man? And how do you get these arrangements set up? But I can't believe that this man is coming. Well, in a way, okay, let me take that back, because I believe you kind of have to bring him back because you don't have anything else. Yeah, you don't have anything else, and you made the commitment on the front end of this by adding him to the situation at all. And I just don't know how you get the fan base excited about this coming back when the fall does roll around and you got these guys showing up for media day. I just don't know how you want the people of Cleveland. I can't wait to ask Andy this. I got he's coming right in on fire about this. And, you know, I just don't know. I feel bad about this whole fallout for Cleveland and every bit of it it just feels like, Monty, before we get to anything substantive, like the Cavs have been shot in the head already.
Right.
It just feels like it's a dead man walking campaign. It really does. And I feel like for some reason, I don't want to overly sell the LeBron James factor, but there is something about him kind of letting down the city again in a weird way. And right now, I almost feel Andy's angst from a couple of weeks ago when he was really like, mother F this guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so on and so forth. And I thought it was a little bit extreme at the time, and just Andy being Andy and some of that over emotion. But nope. This definitely reeks of there is a regenerative effect of what took place or what didn't take place. And it feels like, I don't know what you could do, because there's no deal out there that you can acquire. There's no acquisition. There's no addition. There's nothing in the general universe that the Cavs could even have a possibility of making some sort of adjustment through. And there's nothing on the table. And you want the people to believe that team is getting ready to come back and win anything.
I'm gonna tell you what it feels like. It feels like your favorite girl you want to take to the prom, and she going with somebody else. So you grab whoever's left and you try to shower them. You try to shower them with as much fanfare as possible.
Yes, there's not enough pig in the blanket that we can sell none of this. And everyone here is laughing, knowing what you're trying to do. No.
I got nowhere else to go.
Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. And this is what you tell us. I almost wouldn't have let the PR let this out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have let the people know. It's almost like we would have had to keep this. If you caught it on the wires, you just caught it. We're not announcing this. We're just doing it, and keep it quiet. Put the attention back on the Browns.
And for $97 million at that?
What? Like, how much of this is this year, Josh? We need to look at this. Like, what's he going to make this year on every time he picks up a check? That's insane. Like, I'm stuck trying to believe that James Harden would get a deal at all from anyone. Based on what we got. Again, I thought we all saw what Cleveland got last year.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hold
I'm
on,
looking
Josh
at
is digging it up.
Yeah, I'm looking at Sports Track. You want the new deal or the deal he had last year?
No, well, it doesn't matter.
Yes,
Last year, I don't know, because we're at this one. It's amazing that we're here.
Okay, the 26-28 deal he signed, 3 years, $97 million. Average salary, $32,333,333. That's $32.3 million. GTD had signed $97 million and signed using the Larry Bird rights, and he'll be an unrestricted in 2029. And the Cavs will take like a estimated $29 million cap hit. That's about $29,938,272.
You can't even really entertain. Who did this? And what in the hell did this really happen for? You really gotta inquire. There's not enough questions here. This isn't adding up other than we know that it's on the books.
You can thank Equity Sports, his agents, for that.
They certainly are. They certainly are. I mean, my goodness. And it's not equity for the team, apparently. That is wild. Hey, Josh, I see you got the mountain climbing guy, though.
Oh,
Show
yeah.
the guy. Josh, who did that? Is that yours? Did you put that there?
Yeah, I had it there to liven up the studio. The mountain climber from The Price is Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my guy right there. I happen to look up.
Love that.
Yeah. And I would be very salty. I'm like, you gonna let this dude fall off the thing? I never appreciated that. When I saw people, I'm like, you just letting it go. You know you don't have no more room left. It's like on that last price you just threw out. He went way too far up the mountain. You know what's coming.
Yeah, I mean,
the hell?
That dude who did like $90 for that waffler, that's no way it's cost that much.
And he's just going, he's just sliding right up the thing. All right, thank you, Josh. I like that was my. Hey, you know what, Monty? Hey, we got to get that. That should be a cut. You already know. You slow that down. Now we Wu-Tang.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's even.
Oh yeah.
I want credit. I want some accolades in that.
I got you.
You go make that. I want. Yep. I want to. Hey, or at least maybe I can make the drum pattern. I don't know. But I thought. But that's we. I bet you that's gonna sound.
That's dope.
Crazy.
Yeah, that'll be dope for real.
Oh, Josh, watch this. We're gonna have this beat on the show. We're gonna open the show. Watch Monty come back with the beat with that in his sample. Like now he's drunk with it. I knew he wouldn't be able to stop. All right, let's stop. I know he's out of control. He will be able to stop. Okay, let's move on now. NFL preseason tonight. We have that going on. We got a double bubble situation here. And listen, people, this is kind of dangerous. Remember, I told you we can rock and roll with the preseason picks when the odds makers give it to us, but this one's weird because it's a pick 'em. All four of these teams, I don't know what you make. Again, we're going to dismiss all of it because of the whole preseason tag.
Right.
We get it. But at the end of the day, somebody's still going to win these games, and these bets are still going to go in. Now, these both of these, Monty, were pick-ems, so it's almost, whatever. So just close your eyes and point at somebody. Okay. But I went a little further trying to find at least some indicator, and it's looking like Chargers, Texans is what we think are the outcomes here tonight. Again,
Okay.
and it's just throwing up, But I like the Mendoza start here for Oakland. I feel like we'll know quite a bit here with this. I don't think anybody else is starting anyone substantive throughout, the other three teams. I don't know exactly what we're going to look at with the Niners, what we'll see. I don't know what Harbaugh is going to give us with respect to the Chargers either. And these Texans, also you're looking at the second string defense, which is weird because they keep talking about Mendoza facing this defense that was, as we mentioned and everyone is aware, the top dogs, what have you. But that's not what they're facing, and it's weird to sell tonight's product that way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I do look forward to seeing the young man start the game and how that looks, because I believe he'll be ready to start right away. But I think the Raiders, sticking to this plan, I guess, you do whatever you got to do with the Kirk Cousins thing. I just don't feel like you waste a game or two losing for no reason. And let this dude play. This dude is a different guy, man. It's a different level of maturity with this kid. You know what I mean? Just he's already become fun to listen to when he talks. I don't care what he's talking about. It's fun to listen to him rattle on. But nonetheless, he seems like, he's got his head on straight. And I feel like you could go with him, but they put this plan out, so it is what it is. Josh, what is? I see something.
Yeah, I was looking at the Niners Chargers things. Whatever their plan is, it should involve their offensive line because apparently their injury problems have hit them again. It happened to them last year, and they're having.
Oh yeah, Niners. Yeah. Say
the
that.
Chargers.
Well, no, Niners too, but the Niners got some issues too. Now that you mentioned that, I'm sorry, not that the Chargers can't have them, but I know that the Niners have them too, and they're back in the same place again.
It's the injury bowl.
Yeah, injury, which is strange for the Niners. You know what I mean? But yet they keep coming up. When it's all said and done, they still are somehow hovering around the important competitive space when it's all said and done. You know what I mean? I don't know what this year will bring. You got coach coming. You got that situation late. We got a few guys still missing off of that thing. Interesting. So I'm interested to see what is on the field tonight at all. And I think for me, it's just looking at it. I think it's just having it on the screen, and again, something else to bet on tonight. But I got some WNBA work for you too that we'll get to later on. But those are the, right now it's the Chargers, Texans are your favorites tonight. And the Charger thing is a little closer to half and half with that. You know what I mean? Just for for the record, let's see. All right, but there you go. NFL. We're in motion.
Yes, sir.
No turning back from here, everyone.
Oh, Mamani, tomorrow the Steelers will be in action.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't wait. He's just waiting for Aaron Rodgers. That's all he wants.
Hey, look, man, I have the DJ party in the park tomorrow, so I won't even
Is that the R&B jam? You got that going on, or did that happen? I get confused. I see
this is R&B weekend, so I'm kicking off R&B weekend is kicked off tonight with Trip Fontaine over at Cliche, and then tomorrow's party in the park. Me and Wall Music will be down there, and then the big thing is Saturday.
Yeah, man, give Rob my best. Tell him to holler at his cousin, man. It's a lot of stuff going on.
He was actually on the show today.
Yeah, man. Speaking of all of that, and again, check in on some of that. R&B fans, those who who enjoy the situation, man, catch impressed over the next couple of days. Different activities going on in the town. So hell of a weekend, usually very big. Is this the one too that Rob has got the party with Envy and all that going on?
Yep, that's Sunday night. Yep, Envy and OT Genesis.
All right, so a lot
and
of
this Malcolm weekend too.
Yeah, we got that going on too. Shout out to the Bulldogs last week and the Rams before that. So, I don't know, man. That Bulldog thing went crazy again. I had the family, like it was wild because I was in Atlanta, which was cool because I ended up with a great Airbnb because my dad, they got out. You know what I'm saying? My brother, it was his reunion, 20-year for him. And they took all the kids. They took my sister's kids. So it was just me and my youngest sister, chilling. And that was cool because she's busy and she was gone a lot.
That's
so, it really was. Because I like getting in that situation. You got to stay there. I can't do it. It's too much going on around
Yes, sir.
So, that worked out. But, we got that going on. So, that was the Bulldog weekend. So, shout out to that for clearing the way for me in privacy in Atlanta. All right, there you go. First hour, man, we wrapping it up. My man, Monty Features is here. Appreciate you always. Like he said,
yes, sir.
Tonight. And where's Cliche for the people who might not know? Because, we get our people from Perrysburg. They want to get over there and join.
It's on Alexis. The old lighthouse is on Alexis. So I don't know the exact address, but you just follow. You'll see the cars.
There you go. Jump in and join. Josh Burnham will be there. Josh, will you be there with your Magnum PI? You know how you like to dance, Josh. This is for
I'll
you.
see if I can arrange something.
R&B man that you are.
Come on through, man.
Yeah, man. We watch you look up and see Josh chilling with a Michelob.
I might let him get on the tables. He play some jams.
There you go. See,
well, you know what
Josh?
they say: the night belongs to Michelob.
There you go. But they can't beat you. Get on with DJ Impress, and now you got a whole new career, a whole new demographic, Josh. Do not pass up. They would never see you coming.
I can dig that.
All right, man. We're going to roll out of here. Okay, we thinking better Thursday. Appreciate you, brother. All right.
Yes, sir.
Talk to you tomorrow, sir, on a Friday.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. First weekend coming up of high school football, everybody. So we got that going on. Shout out to my man Schmidbauer, too, voice of the Whitmer Panthers. We'll talk to him tomorrow. And don't forget his podcast. What did I say? I don't want to get the name wrong. Didn't we just run an ad?
Yeah, I think we did. I had to double check.
We got to get that too. I think we want to say Premier 419. I don't want to get it wrong, Chris. We'll get that, but check his podcast out. We're going to get our information straight. Come back and drop that in the second hour. All right. Also, Sandman will pop in here too. So we'll talk to him. A few items on deck there. NL MVP race. That's serious, but they talk like it's not really a race anymore. Okay. So we got that going on. US Open. Dollars up for singles winners there. I know Sandman has something there also too again. This Cleveland Cavs situation. Seriously, James Harden, $100 million, 3 more years. Wow, that's wild. And the time with Sandman will surely be as a result. Okay, so get back in here. Second hour on a Thursday. Sit tight, black and white. Don't be late. 5:05. Perfect attendance is expected.
Upgrading to a smart home? Only Vivint offers a fully integrated smart home system. Upgrading to a smart home? Only Vivint offers a fully integrated smart home system. Every device works together seamlessly. Call Vivint now and get free professional installation, $200 off your initial order, and 0% APR financing for up to 60 months. Plus, you can get 24/7 professional monitoring for as little as $1 a day. Upgrade your home to a Vivint smart home. For your free quote, call
800-853-6497.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call Low Cost Airlines. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available.
Call now, toll free 800-558-5635.
If you money, attorney, you bulldog. Why you got? If you've been in an accident that wasn't your fault, well, your favorite attorney has a message for you. Collision, calamity, catastrophe. If you want money, you need an attorney. You need a bulldog. That's why you got to call the number on your screen now. They'll help you connect to a legal expert. You have questions, they have answers. These bulldogs will make sure people pay. And if you don't get paid, the attorneys don't get paid. Pick up that phone and call now to see what your case could be worth.
800-370-5435.
Rossford, Central Catholic, Frickers, Dale's Barn Grill, the Castillo Funeral Home, and the Diocese of Toledo. Central Catholic Fighting Irish Football every Friday night starting at 6 on ESPN 100.7 The Ticket.
If you want all the high school football scores and more, first every Friday, then check out the Danny's Cafe High School Football Scoreboard Show on ESPN 100.7 The Ticket. Join Bill Boyle and Jim Oswald right after Central Catholic football to get all the scores from area games and hear from some coaches who just left their locker rooms. The Danny's Cafe High School Football Scoreboard Show is brought to you by Game 1, Burger King, Nordman Roofing, Maumee Bay Turf Center, Roosters, The Bunker Bar, and Danny's Cafe in Rossford. It's the High School Football Scoreboard Show every Friday night after Central Catholic football on ESPN 100.7. The Ticket.
His Store and More, the Man Superstore Studios. This is 100.7 WQQO HD2 Sylvania, Toledo, a Cumulus media station.
Maybe you want to keep your legs active while you work, or you wish to support your therapy at home, or you just want to build strength, increase your mobility, flexibility, and boost your circulation. Ellipse was made for you. Power-assisted exercise that frees your mind to enjoy your favorite seated activities. Just plug it in, place your feet, select your speed, and relax. Ellipse does all the work for you. Call now.
800-580-6475.
Here's a great way to save money on your prescription medications. If you take Viagra or Cialis, we can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. Call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. We offer 24/7 service and always free delivery and confidential packaging.
Viagra, $2 a pill. $99 minimum order. Call 800-925-5313.
One injury, it can take away.
So when you're having a great time playing pool with your friends at Miss Q, remember Wednesdays are free pool days when you wear your current Miss Q t-shirt, 21 and over. And on Thursdays, it's Ladies Night, $4 Long Islands and free pool for the ladies, 21 and over. Who says nothing fun happens in the middle of the week? Miss Q, where the fun just gets better. Find us on Reynolds near Glendale and Alexis near Telegraph or online at MissQToledo.com.
Black and White Sports is now.
No allows. We got you on file. Yep, every day you like the crocodile. All these tears, all these years, you got on the track and let out your fears. Bouncing around, jumping on the track, trying to disguise your ass is whack. Then we out here, we got your back. Hell no, these is the facts. You lost, it's a cost. You out here fronting, you not a boss. Either way, we gon' toss. And then we get to my show.
Monday through Friday.
From 4 to 6 on 100.7 The Ticket.
Rocket Internet is offering 600 megabits per second, everybody, for only $9.99 per month. Or 1 gig for only $19.99 per month. You see, the biggest name isn't always the best deal. Both of these plans include Wi-Fi equipment, unlimited data, no contracts, and a 3-year price guarantee. Visit GetRocketInternet.com or call 5-673-ROCKET to check availability and sign up. Rocket Internet, it's a special deal, and it continues. Don't miss out. Take advantage of the best deal in the galaxy, all right? Rocket Internet is a prepaid internet service. Professional installation is required and a one-time activation fee applies. Offer subject to change or may be canceled without notice. Visit GetRocketInternet.com or call 5-673-ROCKET for full details.
Welcome back to Black and White Sports with Sav Sinclair.
Good afternoon. My name is Montgomery Blair Sibley. I'm the attorney for Sinclair. First, the National Press Club rents space. They do not condone or endorse the views of the people who rent the space. And as a result, he's allowed to get up and say what he wants to say. Mr. Sinclair is going to make a brief statement. You will be provided copies of that statement once he's done. And after that statement, he will entertain any reasonable questions and try to answer them. The procedure for doing that will be this microphone, because we're being recorded and we want to make sure your questions are recorded so that we get a full question and answer for the video that's being made today. That said, Mr. Sinclair?
You're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
However you may be listening, whatever you may be into, we appreciate you making us a part of your situation. Hour number 2 is underway. Fastest $1.20 in sports. It's called Black and White Sports. I am called Andre of the Savages. Traffic jam time. 877-909-1007 is how you hit us up. Josh gives you permission. Text us, call us, do that, what have you. Wake up call line in motion. Also, too, thank you to my good friends at the Powers Beauty Supply. All right. Any beauty supply needs you may have, regardless of your origins and backgrounds. Okay. 901 Nebraska Avenue. This has been going on, long over 30 plus years. So we appreciate that whole effort in itself. Small business turned big business. Just like my friends at Consignment Home Interiors, where you can change your decor without spending more. 6925 West Central. Stop in there anytime, though, just to accessorize that $500,000 home you're living in Sylvania anyway. It's all about the accessories, Josh, and the things in your house. The decor. It's all about the decor.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to have $1 million home, why furnish it with like $3 furniture when you can go design it and get the proper furniture that will fit your $1 million home? That's what consignment is for.
Absolutely. Without, again, spending more and getting the same value quotient, Josh, from your items. Again, from furniture, again, to accessories, all kind of things. Like, you would actually be surprised at some of the things you will find in the nooks and crannies of the store, Josh. That is what I have found over the years.
Yeah, I always like these bargains and little nuggets of
That's right.
good stuff that will enhance your home.
That's right. Can never over enhance the decor. Change that decor without spending more. Consign it home interiors, everybody. Okay. All right. Second hour, we'll talk to Andy here shortly on a few things. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff because there are a couple of baseball matters and we keep the conversation going anyway. He's very frustrated with the guards. We got that going on. And of course, the Browns. But a few things happening. The James Harden situation, a little bit over the top with respect to what are we doing here. You would think whatever we heard, since we had to hear something, would have been more along the lines, Josh Burnham, of a 1 year something, if we're even considering dragging this little uneventful situation out any further. I can't believe everyone's happy about James Harden's presence. But maybe we're overcritical on Harden here.
I mean,
maybe it's more people than just Harden that are sorry.
It's kind of like you're trying to go after the best looking girl in the room, but you have to sell for the 45-year-old at the end of the bar that chain smokes.
Oh, I hope there's not a woman out there that's 45 plus that's a chain smoker right now. Ma'am, we're very sorry. Josh Burnham's views and perspectives don't necessarily represent everyone involved with the show, our affiliates or partners.
Or as Mick Gonzalez used to say, yeah, it should be.
Oh, my goodness. Well, that can't happen, Josh. You end up with that situation at the end of the night. I don't know.
I'm at the point where I don't care if anyone gets offended. It's like, if you don't like it,
hey, Josh,
that's your problem.
I totally get it, brother. Totally get it. All right, let's go. All calls, guests brought to you by.
Moving right along.
Wake up call line is in motion. Let's get him in here, man. The boots on the ground in the 216. He's on the phone lines today, so he's in the traffic jam himself. Mr. Andy Sanzata, good afternoon, sir. I hope. Is he there, Josh? That sounds funny. That doesn't sound inviting. Sandman?
You there, buddy?
Yeah, he sounds wild. Hold on. We're breaking this up right now. This sounds horrible. Josh, what we should do, hold on. Andy, say something. Let's have a 10 count. Let me check this real quick. Yeah, he has a weird thing. Okay, hold on, Andy. Sit tight, stand by. Josh, we're hanging that up. We're calling Andy back. We'll call him.
Yeah,
Andy, hang up your
by.
phone. You hang up, yeah, because let's see, because it's a signal thing. It sounds funny. And I feel like we're asking for trouble, so here we go. I can't give Andy's number out over the air. So Josh,
we're dialing it again?
Yeah, I'm gonna write it down here for you. Oh, you have it. You already have it?
Yeah, it's saved in there. Let's see if
okay, nice. Thank you. That's cool. So see, he'll come on and he'll sound clear. I can already tell. It sounds clear already.
How you doing, Rick?
Whoa. Hello?
Yes, hi, Rick.
Oh,
that's
my
the wrong one.
This is not Rick, sir. Who are you? We should stay with this. Who are you, sir?
Pardon me?
Who are you? What is your name?
Bill.
Bill? Good afternoon, Bill. Bill, we're trying to contact Andy. We're going to call Andy, Bill, but it's always good to talk to you. Obviously, you're a fan of Ragtime Rick.
You trying to talk to Andy?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I think we got a little bit of a connections cross. We'll try again. Sorry about that.
It's okay, Bill. We appreciate you, though. We're trying to call Sandman.
Ben's in Latvia.
It's a Josh Burnham situation. Do you know Josh Burnham?
Pardon me?
Do you know Josh Burnham?
No.
Okay, well, sorry about that. Though we'll try again. All right, he's gone. I'll try.
Here's that. He's never here. You want to try here?
All right, let me look up Sandman's number.
Here, it's right here. I wrote it down. Here you go. Here, Josh. It's right here. I wrote it on the bottom.
Okay, yeah, here we go.
Okay, call him. Oh my gosh, you can't buy that. That's real radio. You got to understand. Listen.
Oh, he's calling now.
Okay, he's back on. See, but that we don't want him calling. That's not going to be right. It's going to sound effed up again. See?
I can hear you now.
Okay, we got you. That was a whole thing. Andy, you missed it. We just talked to Bill.
Okay.
Bill didn't know you. He didn't know Josh. He didn't understand. But he is a fan of Ragtime Rick. This is what we know.
Okay.
He thought it was Rick calling him, Andy, like because the station line must have been on his ID.
Right.
So we had a moment. How are you doing, sir? Let's get back on track here.
Yes. No, I'm good. I'm good. It's a good day to be a Cavs fan, I think.
Okay. Listen. So a few things. First of all, let's start with this. James Harden, 3 years, $97 million. Andy Sanzada, go.
I think it's a team-friendly deal. If they would have done 2 years, they would have been in trouble with the second and third apron of the salary cap. The only thing I'm just not too sure about is him having control of that last year with an option. But I just think that bringing him back was the right thing to do. You can't trade away Darius Garland for a rental. You know, you've got to bring him back. You've got to see what this team can do as a whole when they have a whole season together instead of a half a season.
Okay.
And now the addition of Peyton Watson, I think, is what was missing. So I think the Cavs could end up back in the Eastern Conference Finals by doing this.
Wow. Now, Josh, you know I didn't expect that answer. I did not expect that from Andy right there.
Yeah.
Andy, I did not. I mean, you got me. You shocked. I'm not mad. Okay, I'm not. Hey, the shock and awe. It doesn't happen often. Andy has gotten me, and he almost made me want to sound like I almost want to believe him, Josh. He sounded enthused. That was believable.
Well, like I said, wait until the playoffs.
I mean, hey, it's just as good as a roll of a dice as anyone else, sir. Okay, let me move on to this. Your thoughts on last night, Pete Alonso, okay? The foul ball heard around the world. Now we got too much traction, I think, on a conversation, Andy, that you may not really want, because now you're telling me you want to involve more robotics to make this call. We've been doing it on judgment for a century or better, Andy. Now this, what are your thoughts here? Do you feel like that? Yes, that game was essentially kind of decided from that point, especially from a momentum standpoint. But nonetheless, this does not occur often enough to wire all ballparks with this technology and so forth. Or are you on the other side of that, feeling it's now necessary because of last night's incident?
Oh, I'm a traditionalist, Sav. You know that. You've known me for a long time. I don't like it when we bring technology into sports. I think it's got to be up to the umpires. You know, if you can challenge with the replay, that's fine. But if we start putting in devices that on a foul pole that tell us it's fair or foul, and those devices, malfunction, then you could end up with home runs that aren't home runs. So I don't like the idea of doing that. I think you've got to stick with what you've got.
Sure, indeed. Truly talking to Andy Sanzada here, everybody. Our boots on the ground, Cleveland style. Okay, 216 in the building. Let me move to this, Andy. Real quick, what comments too, because I wanted to go to the NL race. I don't know what the conversation necessarily is, other than you probably have more of an unexpected scenario than you thought with your man, Crow Armstrong here, and the things going on with the Cubs, what have you. But nonetheless, you would have probably penciled Ohtani in, but a little bit more friction than expected. But where are you with that, though? Obviously, that is a topic of conversation on most people's minds.
Yeah, if I had a vote right now, my vote would be for PCA. I just think that he single-handedly has put the Cubs in the position they're in. And Ohtani has help. He's got Freddie Freeman. He's got the pitching staff. Pete Crow Armstrong really doesn't have a lot in Chicago to work with. So I think single-handedly he is running. I think he's running away with it. He should be running away with it.
Right.
Ohtani's won the last 2 years. If somebody can put their team in the playoffs or potentially put their team in a position to win their division when there's not much around them, then you've got to look elsewhere outside of Ohtani. So I think, for me, PCA would be my vote right now.
Got you, brother. All right, talk to me about this too, the U.S. Open, man. Salaries up, singles winners, and what have you, man. Your thoughts there, and maybe you can speak to why that is a significant day. It's always, I guess historically, but nonetheless, certainly to make note of this and maybe perhaps behind some of the pay scalings of a lot of other major sports.
Well, tennis players are some of the most incredible athletes that don't get talked about enough. With the stamina that they have to have for the men to be able to last 5 sets and sometimes, 4 or 5 hours for a match. So I think it's well-deserved. I think it's a long time coming. And I think it's about time that tennis gets the respect that it deserves in terms of being mentioned with, purses for the winning championships and the majors and things along those lines. Grand slams is what they call it in tennis. But I think it's overdue, and I also think it'll motivate a lot of players to want to be successful, not just to be in the record books in terms of winning tournaments, but now you're looking at larger sums of money. I think it's only going to improve the sport, and I think you're going to see a lot more competition because of it.
U.S. Open singles champs, everybody get a record $5.5 million as prize pool rises a whopping 20%. Overall compensation for the final major of the year is rising to a record $108 million, a 20% increase from last year and a 44% jump since 2024. The financial details were announced Thursday by the U.S. Tennis Association, with play set to begin next week. Players will earn $140K, largest in U.S. tennis history. In tennis history, just for making it into 128 player singles main draw. The quarterfinalists earn $780K. The semifinalists $1.45 million. The runner-up $2.8 million. So the champions check is up from the $5 million that Sabalenka and Alcaraz won last year, with the total player compensation was $90 million. So money rocking and rolling, Mr. Sanzada. All right, there you go. I thought you'd like that. See, that was in there just for you, Andy. Thought about you right there. All right, we'll come back. I got to hear from you on this, though. NCAA, no doubt. NCAA bugging the hell out, maybe by some people's accounts, Andy. We got a 5-for-5 Arby's Classic deal going on here, all right? Litigation going off when we come back, okay? And shout out again, don't forget about the Gridiron, all right? 419 podcast, Chris Smith-Bauer at the helm there and the voice of the Whipper Panthers. You guys know that, all right? So that's our guy around here, had to get that in, all right? We will come back. Andy Sanzada crossing the bottom of the hour in the second hour, okay? Fastest $120 in sports. Just thinking better on a Thursday. Sit tight.
Black and White Sports with Andre of the Savages on 100.7 The Ticket.
Are you still paying month after month for GLP-1 weight loss shots, dealing with the nausea, fatigue, and side effects, just to keep the scale from creeping back up? And if you stop the medication, you risk the weight coming right back. This is Dr. Justin with Toledo Weight Loss Secret. We take a different approach, a doctor-supervised weight loss program without lifetime drugs, without monthly injections, and without being chained to a prescription to maintain results. No refills, no dependency, no endless costs. If you're serious about losing weight and keeping it off, visit ToledoWeightLossSecret.com today to schedule your free consultation. There is a better way.
Back to school season puts everyone else back on a schedule. But when was the last time you put yourself back on yours? I'm Lynn Casey, and this August, Toledo Weight Loss Secret is giving new patients $200 off the complete weight loss program when they enroll by August 31st. Don't wait until life gets busy again. Visit ToledoWeightLossSecret.com and schedule your free consultation today.
If you've been in an accident that wasn't your fault, well, your favorite attorney has a message for you. Collision, calamity, catastrophe. If you want money, you need an attorney. You need a bulldog. That's why you got to call the number on your screen now. They'll help you connect to a legal expert. You have questions, they have answers. These bulldogs will make sure people pay. And if you don't get paid, the attorneys don't get paid. Pick up that phone and call now to see what your case could be worth.
800-370-5435. Upgrading to a smart home? Only Vivint offers a fully integrated smart home system. Every device works together seamlessly. Call Vivint now and get free professional installation, $200 off your initial order, and 0% APR financing for up to 60 months. Plus, you can get 24/7 professional monitoring for as little as $1 a day. Upgrade your home to a Vivint smart home. For your free quote, call
800-853-6497. Maybe you want to keep your legs active while you work, or you wish to support your therapy at home, or you just want to build strength, increase your mobility, flexibility, and boost your circulation. Ellipse was made for you. Power-assisted exercise that frees your mind to enjoy your favorite seated activities. Just plug it in, place your feet, select your speed, and relax. Ellipse does all the work for you. Call now.
800-580-6475.
Illegal, driving high will get you a DUI. And if you're wondering if law enforcement can tell you're driving high, well, everyone else can. Friends,
I can tell you drove high.
parents,
I can tell when you drive high.
relatives.
I can tell. You drove here high, didn't you?
So what makes you think law enforcement can't?
I can tell.
If you feel different, you drive different. Drive high, get a DUI. Paid for by NHTSA.
Progressive knows you've never met Channel 6 meteorologist Daniel Hughes, but when he says it'll be sunny, you trust him. After all, he is a weather professional who knows how to use a green screen and probably went to weather school. You never went to weather school, so you hit the farmer's market in your convertible. Turns out Daniel Hughes is not dependable, but Progressive is. So bundle your home and auto insurance and get 24/7 protection and reliable coverage. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurance not available in all states or situations.
This is Black and White Sports on 100.7 The Ticket.
No, we don't really encourage driving high, Josh.
We don't?
Josh, don't drive high.
Of course not.
That's dangerous to other motorists. You could be penalized severely if you were to create a scenario that became unlawful. They'll burn your ass for that. Don't get jammed. Don't drive under the influence, Josh.
Especially if you're doing the devil's weed.
Why is it the devil's weed? Like, that's interesting that you feel that way. That's how you feel? You don't like it?
That's what
You're
they're
the
saying.
devil's
I mean,
weed?
I hear all these anti-crowds saying like it's bad and it's all that stuff.
Says who? I mean, we don't encourage people to do things we don't know. But I'm just saying, where's the evidence of all this bad? Well, we don't know.
It's all
I'm just saying, I don't know. I wouldn't know. I don't know anything about it. I'm just saying it's what, I never really understood that whole thing.
Yeah, we're just
You got
asking
Andy?
questions.
Is Andy here? Is he still here? Let's talk to Andy.
Yes.
Sandman's still here. All right. Before we get out of here, Sandman, I don't know. Don't drive. Andy, you're driving. Try not to drive high. Andy he's not doing drugs, Josh. I don't even know if Andy drinks. Andy, do you drink alcohol?
Yes, I drink. I drank in front of you.
I can't recall. I don't recall it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't know it. My bad, Andy. I thought you were. Yeah, thought you were completely,
You don't remember that?
clean. I guess, but I just don't remember you having a sip. I don't know. I remember watching you eat food. I remember that. I saw that. I sat there. I enjoyed it. We could have had a dinner. I got that. I remember that. But I'm just
Remember
saying.
we tried all those different beers. You don't remember that?
Oh, wait. Okay, wait. Now you might be getting at something. I don't know. Okay, that's fine. But nobody was driving. See, we can't be driving. Look at Josh. Josh is silly.
right.
See what he's
That's
doing?
right.
He's silly. He's silly, Josh. Why would you know what to play? How would you know what drop to grab right there and put a bong energy on it, Josh? How would you know that?
It's a second
Yeah.
gift.
What
that
kind
I've
of
been-
things were you involved in on the Rocket campus, Josh?
A lot of stuff went down at UT back in the late 90s.
I bet.
I tell you what, especially over at the campus radio station, it was party time and then
Yeah.
all that stuff.
We know it was. All right. Well, okay. Let's party time in here.
Uh-huh.
Thinking better on this Thursday. Black and White Sports continues. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We're here until 6. So it's almost over. We'll stop the grinding torture here in a moment. But we got Andy Sanzada here. We continue. I am Andre of the Savages. That's Josh Burnham you were hearing there. He's a serious enthusiast of the Cypress Hill catalog. He's a big proponent of Be Real and those guys, if you can recall the incredible career they had and the fact that they brought us a lot of freedoms in life. We like Cypress Hill. Did you like Cypress Hill, Josh? Or am I lying? I hope I'm not lying on you. I felt like
I'm
you're
a big fan of their
Cypress
stuff.
Hill. We should go to something. I don't know. Put something on. They had one. There's an age-old classic I like. I think it's called I Want to Get High, Josh.
Yeah, I
Play
think
that. That's an age-old favorite. A song of yesteryear. It's for the all-time legacy of, the generations.
I think we have what you're looking for.
Oh, that's what they always say at Exit 11. Okay, sad man, here we go. Let's do this. So I know you've heard about this. USA Today brings us this. Austin Curtright. Several NFL rookies offered lifeline, Andy, to return to college football for a 5th season. Oh, yeah. Several college football players from the 22 recruiting class, multiple of whom are currently in NFL training camps and received rookie minicamp invites, have been granted a temporary restraining order by a Louisiana judge to play a 5th season of college football, according to multiple sources on Wednesday. Former Florida and LSU linebacker Jack Pyburn, who's fighting for a roster spot with the Bucs, and former Ole Miss tight end DeQuan Wright, who's still on the Browns roster, are a part of the group, per the reports. So is former Oregon State running back Anthony Hankerson, who's on the Seattle Seahawks roster. A person close to the situation told USA Today Sports that Hankerson is still trying to make the Seattle roster, but his name is in the lawsuit in case the NFL doesn't work out. The person spoke on condition of anonymity because of the sensitivity of the matter. All 3 players went undrafted in the 26th draft, but were signed as free agents. Those 3 players all have expressed an interest in being released from their current NFL contracts, according to ESPN. So we got a few more. I got some more listed names here, Andy, but essentially, we got guys who have played in the NFL here. They can get cut before the 1st of September. They could go back in to play a final year in college. So basically, we got the college kickoff coming in about 9 days here, the NFL cut day in 10. So you could even have a scenario where some guys have played an actual game of the season in the college frame and jump in and reinsert into that. You got about 30 players they mentioned here initially for this one more season, but this is saying or looking like it could reverberate into the hundreds. But just your thoughts here with this. Obviously, the biggest story or one of them today, obviously, consuming everybody's consciousness.
As a society, when are we going to realize that, there are some things in life you're going to not be good at. You're going to lose sometimes. You're going to fail. You're going to lose. Like, this is a bailout, and I don't like it at all. I think if you are confident enough to go into the NFL draft and you believe that you're good enough to make an NFL roster, then you shouldn't have the ability or the right to go back and play more college football. Cut and dry, black and white for me, Seth.
No, I'm not mad at you. Josh, you want to put something in there? But I'm not mad at that.
I mean, I kind of joked about what was Maurice Clarett thinking when he was heard the news, thinking like I missed an opportunity back when I was playing. But it does open a can of worms. Like suppose like whoever from BSU. I don't know. It just leaves me speechless.
Well, it's difficult to put into context because the entire framework of all that's been built, and I was saying this to Monty earlier, Andy, it's because the system was already so corrupt that you get into a situation where you're almost forced to unwillingly legalize a bunch of detrimental behaviors that were happening. You want to apply it to the gambling. You can apply it to this with the NIL because we've been robbing these athletes all these years and disproportionately compensating and taking advantage of the labor and what ultimately resulted in generations of free labor. So in an effort to try to kind of roll back and correct some of these things, you have a really lawless framework here that has no real jurisdictional control in sight. We're making up rules as we go. The whole thing is clearly a blatant and very obvious farm system, and not that should feel new to anyone, but the idea and the advent of the conversation being legitimized or attempting to legitimize it, we keep dancing around in this funnel of a circle that seems to be getting further and further down this mysterious rabbit hole. And I'm not sure what the end of all this actually is in the much larger context. What is this going to mean with the actual professional league that we understand is supposedly real versus this makeshift one that seems to be forming on the fly? What is the I don't know what is the actual conclusion to any of this at this stage. You see what I'm saying? Because like Monty was saying, the point doesn't matter. We keep changing the rules, so there's always going to be another guy or soon some women that are going to come along and say, well, nope, there's a new precedent set. We have a new rule and there's no prerequisite to base any sort of projection on, and we're writing this on the fly. What is the actual conclusion to any of this? And I'm very concerned about this type of rabbit hole because nobody really knows. We can't even speculate to a definitive conclusion on any of this.
I would love to hear Steve's take on this because he played in college and he had a chance to make an NFL, camp. Would he have gone back for a fifth year? I don't think he would have, Seth. Knowing Ski, I think he would have just taken what was given to him, and the fact that he just didn't make it in the NFL, and he would have moved on like he did already. I don't think he would have gone back for another year of eligibility. I think he has too much character and too much credibility for that. And these guys are just looking for an easy road. That's all this is. And at some point, somebody has to step up to this generation and say, you can't do that. It's not going to happen. And the NCAA is not where that's going to happen at because they have just become a joke. They really have.
Here's Adam Schefter on this thing from earlier and just some comments that I thought were very poignant in trying to rope this thing up in some sort of congruent thought.
So you're talking about the prospect of multiple players who don't make it on the NFL rosters, then having the option, potentially, of going back to play in college football. And then there'll be cases where even a player who has the chance to join a NFL practice squad or even an active roster at the veteran minimum might opt to go back to college football. So college football programs now, as Pete Thamel alluded to, are actually looking at NFL teams and studying preseason tape to figure out how they might round out their roster. And if they're bringing in NFL players on September 1st, then that means they're cutting some players from their college programs. And we are living in an unprecedented Wild West world where it's gotten crazier and crazier. And this may be the single craziest moment that we've seen yet.
Andy Sanzada in here with us, Black and White Sports on this Thursday, trying to think better. Sam, man, let me get you up out of here on this one, man. Tonight is part of my pool. I got the guards tonight, going with them. You're going to have to talk me off the ledge. I know you don't want me to bet on them.
They played already. They had a day game today.
Did they? So, and they won. Did they win?
Yeah,
so it shows I'm on. I'm on, Josh. That means that it was in my picks.
Yeah, I mean,
so count it.
Yeah, well, we mentioned that in Ring the Bell.
We did say that. Sorry about that. So there you go. I'm redundant, but nonetheless, it was in my list. All right, then fine. Talk to me about St. Louis and Cincinnati tonight. Did they play a day game too, John?
Yeah, they did.
Oh my gosh, did they win? Cincinnati won too?
They lost. Yeah, I told you
by one, and they lost by one. But we still would have hit the bet.
Yeah,
so listen, we're on fire. We're on fire right now.
Yeah, they fell apart in the ninth inning. The Reds did,
and they lost by one though.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
They made a comeback, but not quite.
Yep, I'm tripping out, people. Okay, so last but not least, we got the Yankees and the Milwaukee were my other two then tonight. So take those money lines. Damn it, we on fire, Josh. We cooking right now, and I will come with the ladies on the end of it. We'll end the show with the ladies. We'll do that on the way back. Oh, real quick, Andy, any FedEx comments? You know, Golf World Buzzing is cooking up, I guess. I didn't really know. I felt like, I better say something and ask Andy about this. I mean, from Scheffler last week to kind of what's going on. Any thoughts there? You can roll out on that.
Well, if Scheffler has his A game, this thing's over before the last tournament of the playoffs. He's going to have such a lead that nobody's going to be able to catch him. So it'll be interesting. I know he teed off today at 2:30. I didn't see his round yet in terms of his score. But yeah, I think somebody's going to have to beat him this week to have a chance to beat him for the FedEx Cup.
Andy Sanzada, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, brother. Talk to you tomorrow, man. Oh, no. You out of here. You out of here tomorrow, man. We'll talk to you next week, man, on Monday. Talk to you, brother. All right, have a good weekend.
Sounds good, guys. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the first week of high school football tomorrow.
Absolutely, we'll do that. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Be safe.
You got it.
There he is, Andy Sanzada, boys and girls. All right, we will come back one final time on this Thursday, okay? And again, I got some plays for you. We got the work. WNBA, it's a triple dip tonight. Sit tight. And again, take the rest of my MLB. I'm already 2 in. I'm live. All right. NFL preseason to go. Sit tight.
Stay close. Andre of the Savages is just warming up. 100.7 The Ticket.
There's my all-star.
I had the game-winning hit.
Careful, buddy.
Sorry, Dad.
Accidents can steal life's biggest moments. At KNR, we help you move forward and hold on to what matters most. When you're hurt in a car, you call KNR.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call low-cost airlines. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available.
Call now, toll free, 800-558-5635.
Upgrading to a smart home? Only Vivint offers a fully integrated smart home system. Every device works together seamlessly. Call Vivint now and get free professional installation, $200 off your initial order, and 0% APR financing for up to 60 months. Plus, you can get 24/7 professional monitoring for as little as $1 a day. Upgrade your home to a Vivint smart home. For your free quote, call
800-853-6497.
Here, Derek for them, but Marcy Capture.
Here's a great way to save money on your prescription medications. If you take Viagra or Cialis, we can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. Call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. We offer 24/7 service and always free delivery and confidential packaging.
Viagra, $2 a pill, $99 minimum order. Call 800-925-5313.
Maybe you want to keep your legs active while you work, or you wish to support your therapy at home, or you just want to build strength, increase your mobility, flexibility, and boost your circulation. Ellipse was made for you. Power-assisted exercise that frees your mind to enjoy your favorite seated activities. Just plug it in, place your feet, select your speed, and relax. Ellipse does all the work for you. Call now.
800-580-6475.
And other cavity. If you've been in an accident that wasn't your fault, well, your favorite attorney has a message for you. Collision, calamity, catastrophe. If you want money, you need an attorney. You need a bulldog. That's why you got to call the number on your screen now. They'll help you connect to a legal expert. You have questions, they have answers. These bulldogs will make sure people pay. And if you don't get paid, the attorneys don't get paid. Pick up that phone and call now to see what your case could be worth.
800-370-5435.
Yeah.
To come back to again and again. And when the round's over, grab a cold drink at the bar, enjoy a bite to eat, relive the great shots, laugh about the bad ones, and start planning your next round. After all, some of the best memories are made after the final putt drops. Because at Crooked Creek, it's more than just a round of golf. It's a place to relax, reconnect, and enjoy the game. Visit golfcrookedcreek.com, give us a like on Facebook, and we'll see you soon at Crooked Creek.
Black and White Sports.
I think she choked, and I guess she choked. I don't know what the hell happened.
Are you reconsidering her role?
I don't know what you don't. You're fake news. Don't ever talk again. You're fake news. One of the worst in the business. Fortunately, nobody watches you. But
you're listening to Black and White Sports, where there is no gray.
All right, back one time, the final time before we get out of here on this Thursday. Thank you all. Black and White Sports each day. Monday through Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. So we certainly appreciate you checking in. I am Andre of the Savages. Josh Burnham has been here the entire time. Thank you, Andy Sanzada. Monty features today. Great work, gentlemen. Appreciate that as always. So tonight, we're working into week 2, preseason NFL. We'll have that good old Monday night feel. Aikman and Buck involved tonight is what I understand. So we got that happening. Chargers, Niners, Raiders, Texans. It's a double bubble. We already told you, we said, all right, let's roll Chargers and Texans with it. That's what we ended up doing, I think. That was just the pick, it was recommended, so we rolled with it. I mean, it was a pick-up. So, you have to throw it up in the air on that. As I told you guys, we could roll with the odds makers work. So, see what happens there. Mendoza going to start tonight. Figure we'll see him about a half, Josh. Perhaps. So what you could do, I would take the Raiders in the first half, though. If in fact Houston ends up winning, take the Raiders first half.
Mendoza!
I like him to come in, because it was kind of Charger game is the half and half deal. That's kind of up in the air. See what that does, but leaning Chargers on that too.
Aren't the Chargers always been up in the air as well?
Yeah, but I mean, the whole thing, it's hard. I'm not going to sit here and try to talk about it preseason, but I'm just telling you it's still to be bet on. So those of you who, like me, need the 800 number, this is an example of why. All right. Also, we told you so far we are 3 out of 4 in. Hopefully the Yankees will come through too tonight. That's the 4th of our picks that we didn't get to share with you today because all these games were dayside. Just so happened all my MLB picks were dayside, Josh, and they've all wrapped up. Milwaukee, Cleveland, and St. Louis thus far. Okay. So there we have it. So what's left tonight? Yankees on deck. Also, too, Fever at Dallas in the W. I don't love Indiana here. I don't know why. I don't know, something about the news of AZ Fudd being out for the rest of the year. We don't necessarily love that. You'd hate to hear that happening, for injury's sake. But she was having some issues with the knee or what have you, and it had kept being sore, kept coming back to that. So they shut her down for the year. But I like Dallas in this one at home just because I think Indiana's they've been on fire, but they're getting ready to wrap up a road trip here. I think this might be the last game of their trip. So I like them to fall off in the second half. I like them maybe to win the first, but I like Dallas to overtake them second half.
Yeah, I mean, speaking about ZZ Foot, I mean, I've been hearing that she's had injuries all her career and such. Going back to college, it's quite unfortunate.
Yeah, so you got that going on with them. But just something about that news makes you lean Indiana's way. Plus, Indiana's been playing well. Caitlin Clark's been playing well. Whatever. Take the 3 with Dallas. Okay, Atlanta in LA. And the dream went out so lazily the other day with the Angel Reese thing and all of that. Hold on. Didn't they play again though? Didn't they play since Sunday? Did the Dream play? Or I think this may actually be the first time they're back in action. If that's the case, I feel stronger about the play. I like Atlanta in this game, money line, generally speaking. But the question is, do they cover the 9? Maybe down to 8.5. But what was it, Josh? They played last time Sunday.
They played Tuesday.
It was
the Dream
Tuesday.
did.
Okay, wait. Let me see. What is it? We're Thursday now. So who they play on Tuesday?
They played the Aces on Tuesday.
And they
won.
They won that.
97-82.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's why they're overinflated. I don't know. LA might cover this 9, probably like I said, 8.5 at this point. But LA probably still not beating the Dream and winning, beating the Aces like that off to a great, start with their road situation. So not mad at that. Like them again tonight, but the 9 points, I'm a little leery there. Then you got Vegas and Connecticut here too. Vegas heavy favorite here, 14, laying 14. That might be legit. With Connecticut, I don't know what to make of it. Again, one if not the worst team, one of them.
Yeah.
So
but
Vegas
they're just playing out the
loss.
string before they move to Houston next year.
Yeah, and Vegas coming off that loss like that, so you would expect them to play well. So I can see that. Not necessarily overinflating this line here, but I don't know if I'd lay it. Just take Vegas to win there. So Vegas, Atlanta, and Indiana still may win that, but I just like Dallas in the points. Take Dallas in the points on there. So that's my other 3, and along with the Yankees. So that's 4 of them for the rest of the night. Oh, and they get the football too. Football, I'm sorry. So that's 6. That's 6 right there. Get busy. So you got Chargers, Texans, Yankees, Dream, Aces, Wings +3. There it is. Get that in, Josh. Do something.
And you can thank us later.
Absolutely. Thinking better on Thursday. That's what we're doing here. It's a black and white sports show. It's the radio show. All right. That is not a podcast. I am Andre. That's Josh. And again, don't forget, download the app to do that now. You can do that in any streaming outlet known to man. FIRETV, ROKU, Apple TV, iOS, and Android devices, respectively. So do that today. Savvy Television Network. Just search Savvy TV. You should be good to go there. Also, again, shout out to we on YouTube today. So that went cool. The Facebook thing went off all right. So Savvy Television there. So we're not mad at that. So there you go.
Yeah, kind of playing it safe.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, kind of like the cliffhangers guy. We kind of like teered towards the cliff, but knew how to step back.
Hallelujah. So we had that. That's heavy that Josh will be on that. And that's where we kind of come together and we have a commonality that we really relate to things like that. I bet you loved Weird Science too, Josh, didn't you? As a film,
I saw it when I was young.
Yeah, I know it was a favorite of yours. It had to be. That's what
Tilda Brock was quite the looker back in the day.
That's what. Yeah, I mean, she was cool. She didn't drive me mad like everybody else. But I guess Sophie Cunningham, though, since we were talking WNBA, she has people riled up. Again, it looks like Megan Hall from USA Today is sharing the popularity of Indiana Fever guard Sophie Cunningham has skyrocketed this season. She's become a lightning rod in the media following her comments about transgender athletes in an ESPN profile in July. And as she's tried to return the focus to basketball, she's made her feelings known about the future of the WNBA as well. In an exclusive interview with USA Today Sports, Cunningham acknowledged WNBA leadership and the league have been under a high amount of scrutiny this season, and the spotlight has only intensified as the debate around transgender athletes continues. Cunningham said anyone in a position of power has a challenging job, but she believes new leadership might help the WNBA. Ooh. Cunningham said the league is changing, and as players have an opportunity to be trailblazers of what women's leagues can look like, it needs leaders who support the growth. You do have to have a person in power who is bold, who is confident, who wants the best for the players and not maybe for themselves all the time. So I do feel like as a whole, that could be a position that's maybe opened at the end of the year. But that's not my call, she said. Kathy Engelbert's done a lot of good things, but with where our league is trying to go, I feel like you just want someone who also wants that. That's just a hard position to be in. In her shoes, us as players, we always want more, because we see how good it can be. But that's up to Adam Silver at the end of the day. Oh, boy. Sophie Cunningham flapping her gums.
Sticking her
Nobody
neck out,
asked you.
as one would say.
I don't think anybody really asked you what you really are thinking on this level, but really trying to get this woman fired is really over the top.
I mean,
damn.
The whole political, whatever it is, I mean, she's doing what Caitlin Clark would not do, is like take like public stands against certain things. And
right.
Sophie's like being the enforcer, as one would
she's
say.
the proxy. It's a Caitlin Clark proxy right there. That felt like. Man. I know a little something about proxy moves. Whoa. Yeah, that's what that is. Damn, Sophie Cunningham. Damn. That's not a style. I wouldn't get on that street. I would not jump in that street at all.
But the one thing about she said about WNBA leadership, I mean, if she says we're going to look for someone who's bold, who's it going to be? I mean, you're probably thinking someone obvious or someone that may fly under the radar. I like to know who is this next generation of leadership that she's advocating, who's going to take over.
You know, Josh, I feel like I would be an excellent commissioner of the WNBA.
I could see that. Yeah.
I think I would be a very viable candidate, and we would soar to heights unseen.
Well, you do have the pulse of what's going on.
Thank you. I absolutely do. And I do not appreciate, Sophie Cunningham, what you just did. That is wrong.
Yeah.
And this lady is really on her way out. But I get that too. I totally understand that as well. All right. So, okay. Better days, we hope, ahead for the WNBA. And better days for us, like as in tomorrow, when we come back and try to get this thing done correctly. All right. We have our man Chris Smithbauer will join us. High school week 1. Josh? Oh!
It's here.
Damn it, man.
And the one thing that really kind of like befuddles me is like, why is St. Francis playing a game at Molenkamp Stadium at Wade and they're calling it a home game? I mean, that just really kind of threw me off.
That is strange. And it's interesting that we would have to spotlight that as we wait on the debut. All right? Starting varsity tier. Okay, I heard they've changed the jersey number, so it might not really be 180 anymore. So we're going to check out our man, Tom Nowo. There you go, Josh. Week 1 of Tom Nowo.
Can't wait.
I hate to overemphasize any one kid, though. I don't want to put the press on you. But you got to get busy. Because we got your dad here. There's nepotism happening right now.
Yeah, no pressure, no pressure.
No doubt. Week 1. All right, Smithbauer here, voice of the Whitmer Panthers. Gridiron 419 podcast back in motion. So make sure you download that and subscribe to that and plug into that. All right, as the season kicks off, man, we appreciate Chris. We'll talk to him and, all of the fellas tomorrow. All right, so we'll try to put something together. So, again, don't forget tonight on the way out of here, Dallas plus the 3, W. Atlanta Dream and Vegas on the money lines. And, again, New York Yankees left in MLB. And, of course, NFL preseason double bubble tonight. All right, you got the Raiders, Texans, Chargers, Niners. It's a pick 'em either way. So do what you want to do with that. We gave you what we thought, and we got our fingers crossed. That's about the best we can offer you today. So for all the fellas, for Josh Burnham here holding it down, head technical pool by. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
As always, hell of a job. Monty Features, thank you. Andy Sanzata, thank you. I am Andre of the Savages. So you all appreciate every one of you, okay? Especially around the world. Download the app today, Savvy Television Network. Do it in the App Store, in the Google Play. All right. Also to ROKU, Fire TV, and Apple TV, respectively. All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow, 4 p.m. Fastest $1.20 in sports. It's called Black and White, no gray. We think we did that today, and the sun is shining. So, as we go, be kind, be respectful, be nice, by all means, never cheat on your wife. And be sure to handle your business today.
Where we're at now, it can't be, what is the end going to look like? It has to be, we have to take care of business today and then tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
Join Bill Clark and Bill Boyle every Friday night for Central Catholic Fighting Irish Football. The Irish will be looking to get back to